Real talk. Most real estate agents are wasting their time on YouTube. If you're uploading videos, video after video, and you're not getting any kind of traction, any kind of leads, this is probably why. Today, I'm going to break down the 5 mistakes that most real estate agents make, so that you can avoid them, so that you can stop. Yeah, my name is Roland Thomas. I'm head of the Real Estate Dojo here, and I'm new to real estate, but I'm not new to YouTube and social media marketing. I've grown an RV channel to over 6,000 subscribers. I've grown this channel here to over 1,000 subscribers, and I'm so looking forward to helping you become a master in YouTube and AI. So let's get into this. I'm gonna talk about the 5 mistakes that real estate agents make, and you need to avoid them. You need to avoid them if you want to have a successful YouTube channel. You need to avoid them. So let's get into it. Number one is treating YouTube like social media. Now I know what you're saying. You kind of like, it is social media, bro. Like, what you talking about? Um, I'm talking about, like, some people, like a lot of people look at YouTube like Facebook and Instagram, right? Um, and not a SEO, not a search engine optimization, no long-term strategy, right? YouTube is a search engine. People are looking for stuff. Even if you use Chat GPT, because right now, I mean, still Google is number one, but Chat GPT is quickly becoming number two in the top search engine as people are catching on to it, right? And they're getting answers just a lot easier. I have seen Chat GPT recommend YouTube videos, right? So you got to think about this. Your video needs to be search engine optimized. It needs to be optimized to answer a question. Does that make sense? Think about that. And so it kind of gives me a little bit into point two here. The second reason why most agents' real estate videos suck is because either they only talking about themselves, right? But usually what I see is that they make listings. They treat it like that. Treat it like they're listings. It's weird. They record the house, or they'll start off recording the house and they show the whole house and don't say nothing else, and just have some music going, picture slideshow, and that's it. And it's like, and here's the MLS number, here's the house address, that's it. And it's like, bro, ain't nobody gonna look at that. Ain't nobody gonna look at that. I'm here to tell you, ain't nobody gonna look at it. Yeah, you might get 20 views, 10 views, but ain't nobody gonna find that. Anybody worth looking at is gonna find it, right? No one is searching for your favorite listing of the week. You know what I'm saying? And here's what people are looking for, right? They're looking for the cost of living in this area, in your area, right? They're looking for, what is it like to live in your area? What is it like to work in your area? What does what are some of the most kid friendly neighborhoods, or family friendly neighborhoods, right? What do people do in this area? How is it like to live in this particular subdivision? Maybe they might even get down to the subdivision, but what is it like to live on this side of town, in this suburb, right? And then so what you need to do is to stop selling it. Stop selling it. And to become a tour guide. You see what I'm saying? Like, guide people around the city. Guide people around. You show them a house or two to get them an idea of the different type of price points and different type of homes that might fit their budget, right? But even when you have your normal clients, they're just trying to figure out, is this area going to be a good fit for us? Yes, we want to find the right house, but in addition to the house, I don't want to have a jacked up neighbor in a jacked up neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I need to know the whole package is going to work. You help them figure that out prior through your YouTube channel. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And this one, and that point three, this is why a lot fail. The inconsistent uploads, but honestly, what it is, it's just burnout. You burnt out, man. I've seen agents, man, they'll pour money into making YouTube videos, and I mean, and it's expensive to edit videos, man. Like it really is. Like it's not cheap. You know what I'm saying? And so they'll say, man, I'm gonna do this, and they go do 2-3 videos a week, and blah blah blah. And you start seeing, man, that's $2,000 a week in editing. That's a lot of time to go record, then edit. Right? It's like, ooh, man, I still got showings to do. I still got people to call, folks to follow up with, appraisers to meet. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to do. And I still supposed to record, you know? Like, it gets challenging. You know what I'm saying? It gets challenging. And so they get burnt out, you know, or they don't get the 1,000 views and 10,000 views and 100,000 views in their homes, and they're like, man, ain't nobody gonna see this. They ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't nobody. And they lose faith in it. And I'm telling you, when you do YouTube right, opportunities come out. Like, I mean, even in our previous channel that was more RV related, I mean, we had the largest manufacturer, a large RV manufacturer, reach out to us to do a segment with them. Because of our influence, and we hadn't went viral by that point. We had maybe 1,000 subscribers, maybe, you know, but they found us. One thing I always knew how to do was search engine optimization. Search is SEO. I was going to figure out how to figure out what people are looking for to make a video that will attract what they're looking for, you know. And if you want more help with that, make sure you join the dojo. Join the Real Estate Dojo, man. Click the link in the description below. Join the dojo where we can be a part of this conversation and in between videos in real time. You know what I'm saying? Join the dojo. I want to see you there. Number four. They're not using thumbnails correctly, right? I mean, that they might take a picture off the MLS, throw it up on there, maybe throw a price on there, and that's it. And that's okay. It's bad. It's bad, y'all. Okay, it's bad. Just tell you like it is. Your thumbnail is your tabloid, right? Your thumbnail is your book cover. Your thumbnail is your marketing for someone to stop and take a look at your video of what you're talking about. Yes, they're searching for this item, they're searching for this answer, but you need to be able to grab their attention, right, to stop and look at your video. So that's what your thumbnail needs to do. So yeah, you might have a nice house in there and a good picture, right? And you're like, okay, you know, that works. Then they need to see a face, you know, a face with some expression, emotion, right? A clear title. Maybe the thumbnail background has something to do with the subject matter at hand. You know what I'm saying? Not something that's completely off weird, right? But it is incongruent with the subject matter that you're talking about in the video. Simple, but vibrant. You know what I'm saying? So I would encourage, change it up a little bit. Okay. Number five, no CTA, no call to action. And I was guilty of that. And for real, I was guilty of that. I need to improve my hook. Need to improve the call to action. I came from vlogging, right? So we had a family vlog that was going. We had a family vlog, and so you don't really have to only thing you have to do is just say, hey man, click the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you know, keep up with the videos, right? That was really the only call to action. It wasn't like a whole lot. But in real estate, you're gonna have to be you got to let them know a few times throughout the video the call to action. Like right now, click the link in the description below so you can join the dojo. See that? You want to join the dojo? Well, we can have this conversation all the time, real time. We can look at, we can answer some stuff. You can get some feedback. We're building a community of other agents who are looking to use YouTube to grow their influence and to grow their lead source as a secondary lead or primary leads. So what I did, I'm new to new to real estate. Two months in, I already got my first lead from YouTube because I get it. I get YouTube, man. I'm so excited about it, right? And I want you to be excited because it is game changing. You know how much YouTube can work for you in your sleep. You know all the work you have to do to, and I know you know, especially if you're a new agent. I mean, if you're a seasoned agent, you know, I mean, it takes 3-6 months to from a postcard campaign to get some traction, right? Because you have to get in front of people 7 times, 12 times before they begin to trust you. And they don't even know you; they just see your postcard, right? This is what YouTube does, man. Think about this. When you post a video and someone watches the video, and let's say you get 10 hours off of it, 10 hours of watch time. That is 10 hours of someone looking and listening to you. Think about that. That is you in front of somebody for 10 hours. And that's baby stuff right there. But 10 hours, they're listening to you. And you sleep. Think about that. That is the power of building influence with social media. I mean, I want you to get this, man. Like you get to exponentially grow your influence with your end buyer, right? With your client, with your potential client, with your prospect. You get to grow so much credibility with them. They're going to determine if they like you. They're going to determine if you can help them. They're going to determine all those things before they have a conversation with you because they are spending so much time in your channel. Like the reason why you like influencers that you follow and you feel like you know them because you consume so much of their content. Legitimately, you're doing the same thing, except for you're talking about the area, the neighborhood, what the market is doing in your neighborhood. And don't just do like in your market report. Like make it fun. Make it a part of talking about moving to this place and the sights to see and the things like that, right? You just guide them. You drop some wisdom in there while you guiding them. Drop some market trends in there while you guiding them. Do all of that. But while you're leading them through this conversation, right? And that data comes so much more alive. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm gonna do, especially once because I'm gonna do a market. I'm gonna do my first market report. But again, there's a different way I'm gonna go about doing it, right? Like I'm not gonna just sit here and be like this. A market report, man. With this market report, we're gonna be in a story of the city, a story, and we're gonna be walking through and we're gonna be looking at things, having fun, and we're gonna drop some wisdom and some knowledge, and then boom, and see how it fits. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You want to tell that story different. So what do you do instead? Now, and I kind of highlighted some, right? But here's what I want you to do. Yeah. Again, I want you to stop selling houses. I know, but you got this thing to sell houses. Stop selling houses. Become a guide. Become a tour guide. Guide them in the city. Guide them with everything else around the house, around the neighborhood. How is it in the neighborhood? What's the traffic like, right? Well, how does it like to come in the afternoon and leave in the morning? Well, what are some amenities around, right? I mean, what are restaurants are close by? What parks are close by? What's the schools like, right? What are the schools close by? You know what I'm saying? How is it getting to the airport, right? All the things like everything else that encompasses living in there. Once you're there, you wake up the next day and you got to go to Walmart. What is that day like? Talk about that stuff. Become a tour guide of someone's experience before they have the experience in the area. That makes sense? What do you think about that? And then you use ChatGPT, right? So as you come up with SEO, I like vidIQ. There's TubeBuddy out there as well, but vidIQ has served me well over the years. and I love it. I've definitely dialed in on how to get SEO and some insights, local SEO, right? And so use that, and then leverage chat GPT to for some ideas on video content, and you don't have to overthink this, man. You can let the AI put it all together for you, and then you just go hit record, you know. um because it takes so much time to do this. Like I know, I know. I know. Now I'm kind of blessed because I'm early in my business where I can spend a lot of time putting together content. But there's different types of content that you can do, right? To fit into your schedule. And so you can, I mean, yes, you out there out there in the community that there's that style. You want those in there. That's live action. The people in there, you being that tour guide. You also can sit in the office and be a tour guide, right? And so you can tell that story as well. It's all about how you tell your story. It's all about storytelling to guide them through an experience, guide them from question to answer. And as long as you answer that question, you become the expert to them, right? Lastly, always, 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 constantly put out a call to action. The reason why people are not giving you a shout is because you didn't tell them to. You didn't tell them to click the link in the description below and join the dojo. Join the dojo. Click the link in the description below. Join the dojo so we can stay in communication throughout the week. And you can join a vibrant community of people who are looking to use YouTube to grow their real estate business. You want to join the dojo. Because isn't it hard? Sometimes it's hard being in a brokerage who maybe don't get it, right? Maybe they're slow to adapt, and you have no other agents around you who are moving in the same direction. They're still knocking on doors. They're still doing open houses. They're still doing mailers and all the things. I want to make there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, everything works. I'm for real. I'm not the one who'll be like, it's dead. Everything works. It does. Everything works. But all of them go take time. And the same time and effort you can put in them, the same time and effort you can put into making videos, and it will pay you back dividends while you sleep, man. For real. I was so excited, man. I was 7 videos in and we got our first lead for YouTube. From YouTube for real estate. I'm so excited. Super excited, man. If this thing works, y'all, it works. It works. Super cool. Super cool. So here's the deal. I don't want you to be like other agents uploading videos into the great unknown, right? I want you to train like a marketer. Right? This is the dojo, baby. I want you to train like a marketer. I want you to think like a strategist. There's a bit of nerd knot you got to do a little bit, or just join me as I nerd out, because I nerd out on this stuff, man. It fascinates me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you want to join a community of agents who are mastering YouTube and AI, welcome to the dojo. Subscribe and let's sharpen them skills together. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well, so you can stay up to date with all the things we're doing here at the dojo, but most importantly, to sharpen your skills. So we'll see you next video. Peace.